hamburger.
Hmm?
A Happy Meal hamburger.
What's that?
It's a Happy Meal hamburger. What you eat?
That's what you want.
Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual side of one of the best rivalries in the
Why
sport.
not a big
Not a
one?
lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year
Can
they
I
come
teach you?
here close to the state line
Oh, no,
and
to
draw
make
their
that.
own battle lines. Little gets the blood boiling. White like a
Only know I get it
rivalry game.
from McDonald's.
Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this
You want a Happy
field.
Meal?
As we'll see a
I'll
team
get
fresh
you.
and ready to go off a bye week, the Florida Gators. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College
What kind
Football,
of Happy
Reese
Meal
Davis
you want?
with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
Oh, my baby, I'd say.
The Gators will
We
kick
can
it
show
away
you
to
the
start us
chat.
off.
We do have food.
We could go see that.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bulldogs offense will get the first crack at it here. This nasty, bitter feud, most of the years carried out on supposedly neutral ground, carries high stakes today, guys.
I'll tell you what's always fun about watching this game between Florida and Georgia is that there is just so much speed on the field. I felt that way when I played in this game. There's so much NFL talent racing around. The game just moves faster than most other games in college football.
I completely agree, but you did say the name of the game wrong. It's the Georgia-Florida game. In this rivalry, it's always played in Jacksonville, but speed, bragging rights, this game always matters to the fans.
Caught behind the line, it's ETN. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Young. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Caught in the backfield, it's ETN. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Last time these two met, the Big Dogs ate as Georgia rolled easily.
And taking care of business in a rivalry game like they did, it means a lot. The bragging rights are even better. I can talk about stomping you out. Speaking of stomp, 2007, Mark Britt getting the team to run on the field, celebrate. Those are the moments that you think about in this series that mean so much.
Yeah, we talked to the Gator coaching staff. They said it felt like Herschel Walker was back toting the rock for the Bulldogs. I mean, they had no answer for Georgia's running game a season ago. Defensively, the Gators know they've got to be a lot more physical in this one.
And here comes the offense on second down. He'll just keep slinging it. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that kid.
By the Real Motion Picture Association of America, Inc., the show advertised has been rated R. The content discussed may cover sensitive topics. Listening discretion is advised.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So the Florida Gators offense will try to get something started with their first possession. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs.
And that pass is intercepted. Smashes through the tackle. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks in the back end. He's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph through.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Is this a game? Is this a game?
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Right back to the well. Discards a man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll pull it down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt, to win the SEC is a long road. You know about that, I know about that personally. They just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Catch in the middle, it's Badger. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Trying to get to him. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. He's got him, and they convert. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to...
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
Man, diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's back. He's got the back in the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Picked off. At the 45 on his way. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see him there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Quick handoff. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trying to find his man on first down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy in second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for room. It's Etienne. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Dropping back, it's Beck. And they got him for the sack.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback is snowed under.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Badger. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. And the Gators are marching down the field. They're going to test the right side with this one. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Justin both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run Lindsey Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Quick strike complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
And had they not picked up that 1st down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying along the field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Hold it. Open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. He makes the connection. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. Called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back. He came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. They're going to throw it again. Right down the middle. Complete to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. Keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have pinned themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kentucky. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's back. Got his man quickly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And that pass picked off. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out.
Bite your toenail, then your fingernails. You bite your toenail, then your fingernails.
What's the planet?
You want to go to McDonald's?
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now.
And he's running in the open. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. To the air, it's back. They're trying to get to it. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have 2 longtime foes like the Gators and Dogs duking it out on neutral turf, you know emotions will run high. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Got his man downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Daniels. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Line getting set on 2nd down. Handoff to the lone back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And the Gators have this offense rolling. They're going to ride this running back. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Quickly to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on
silly guy.
The offensive line and running backs pick it up.
Silly guy.
Because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Coming after it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw. The receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Feeling some heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Looking for a productive play on first down. The give. Giving him his pads. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got him downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends have so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw it again. Makes his connection. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal for the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw a guy...
Touchdown, Gator! And the route is on. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry every game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
First down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Brings it in down the left side. He's loose. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Dogs! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Trying to get the two. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the two-point try.
38, Georgia, 20.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Dances away to buy time. Finds a crease at the 20. Gets out of bounds after the big game, and they've got it first and goal. The Gators moving quickly to the line. After run, now throw. Touchdown, Florida! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. As Florida fans like to say, come on Gators, get up and go, and they're starting to go and run away from the Dogs.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. The Gators showing off the speed now, running away with this thing in the second half. You're just seeing all the talent that they've been able to recruit down in Gainesville.
Yeah, they've been recruiting talent. You think about Steve Spurrier, had such a great run with Florida as a head coach. They're taking care of business today. They're not making this look like much of a rout.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Dropping back, it's back. Looking to the big tight end. How about that play to get a gain there and force the incompletion? After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25.
That's all I got to say, bro. You working today? What you doing?
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught over the middle. It's dealt. That one could really put this drive in a high gear as they have a first down at the 37. A new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it.
Yeah.
To the 48-yard
line. If you end up running away or whatever, but so I ain't doing too much of that.
Got you, brother.
But I end up your way and shit, I hit you there.
It's like that.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to get it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Lovett. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. After that completion, move the chains. Now first down. He wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Etienne. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll give it to the back. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Motion from the offense. Looking for a man. It's Beck. It's complete to the right. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5.
Oh,
and
shoot.
He throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
That was cool.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The give and tick, 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 tick. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down.
He talking about his great-great-grandfather. That's what you talking about.
The give to the left.
I know who you talking about.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
You've got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use
It's not your regular dad. I mean,
a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Great experience.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
I think that's his grandfather.
I didn't sign you.
The give to the tailback. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you start.
I don't even know what Stephanie is to
this team. This is
I don't even know
what
what
you put a
I don't
lot of
even know
stock
what
in. All
Zoriel Mom is.
this game in particular, you go out and get the dub. it's a relief because you definitely want this to.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans.
No, I'm saying I don't know what she is to time in it.
365 days. You can talk about how you
I don't
went
like
out,
that's. I think that's.
and you beat your rival. A lot of
That's
these guys are going to go
politics,
into the
but
NFL.
like,
They'll be in locker rooms next year.
So
We've
like
talked
he's
about
not
this
ready
for a
to
long
win.
time.
Yeah.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack,
You
I'm
know,
Bruce
they like
Davis
that.
saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.